There are just 3 days until your solution, until your answer, your pathway shows up for you, until you're led to an action that leads you to a result that you've been looking for. Okay, or some evidence that things are progressing, that manifestations are coming. Just 3 days if you do this. Hello, my beautiful people. Welcome back to my channel. I'm Juliet Cleary. I'm a manifestation coach. And if you're new here and you like the content, make sure to let me know by giving this video a thumbs up, subscribing, and sharing with anyone who may benefit from watching it. For information on how to work with me or for my free audio training, that's in the description box below for you, and also the link to my meditation channel and my other channels. Neville Goddard talked about this a bit, where he said that it takes around 3 days for a manifestation to show up. So it could be as quickly as 3 days for something that you're practicing the feeling of it, or you're imagining it, which is also, practicing the feeling of it, and it can show up in 3 days. Now, I also previously made a video a few years ago, which I will hopefully remember to link up here, which is 3 days to your to change your body. Okay, and where I got that from was actually an old Abraham Hicks video, which now had been taken down. I can't find where it was. It didn't say from which seminar it was from, but they were talking about how, a man had asked, how long would it take for me to actually manifest changes in my body? And they said 3 days. And so then I heard again, okay, Abraham Hicks was more recently talking about if you're practicing getting in the energy of what you want, you're getting into the vortex, you are, practicing the emotions of what you want, or you're just feeling better, right? You're doing this work. They said that you should see results in 3 days. They said after 3 to 4 days of doing that, evidence will flow. Manifestations will flow, ideas will flow. You'll get, an impulse to take action or to contact this person or whatever, or the thing comes to you. So, and obviously as you keep going in doing the whole process, you would attract more and more things along the way, but it would only take 3 days for you to see physical evidence in your reality that you've made a change inside of you. Although I've also heard Abraham Hicks talk about that you can manifest in days, in hours, and in minutes. You can manifest in minutes or hours, right? But that usually applies to if you already have like a positive momentum going. Whereas if you're kind of starting from scratch in a sense of like, okay, I'm feeling really like lackful about my money, or I'm feeling really lackful about, I don't have my specific person, or I don't have the body I want or the health I want, and you're kind of like at that place, and you go all in and you start to apply this work, 3 days of actually doing it and like going all in, you can manifest what you want. You can see actual evidence in your life. Now make sure you watch this whole video, because I'm going to be sharing a process that Abraham Hicks talks about in order for you to be able to manifest in 3 days, and then on the 4th day and the 5th day, and from then on. So I've had a few manifestations where I have manifested after, a very short period of time. Days, okay? And I've probably had manifestations, you have manifestations where you're like, oh, I want a coffee, or I want sushi. And then someone, my mum would bring me home sushi, or I'd get, my partner would surprise me with a coffee. So there are those little manifestations too, but also like bigger manifestations of things that I wanted have been, even like body changes, have come in days of intending it or visualizing it, or getting into the feeling place of it. All right, so here is the kind of process or method that I want you to apply in order to manifest in 3 days. But keep in mind that any kind of technique you're using is perfect, because, according to Abraham, according to Neville, you can manifest, in 3 days. So it doesn't matter exactly what you're using, as long as you're practicing the feeling that matches what you want, right? The feeling, the emotions of your future in any way that you do that. But what Abraham Hicks talked about in this specific video was basically to remove yourself to the best of your ability and as much as you can, remove yourself from your current reality. Remove yourself from your current environment as much as possible and go inward and just focus on this work, on your happiness, on the good feeling things, and make that your priority. So what that means is like, okay, so you have a job, you can't take time off, right? And they said to do this for 30 days. All right, so this is a 30-day process, but that you will see results after 3 days. Okay, you have a job, you can't, stop going to work. All right, but while you're at work, if you're hearing or overhearing something that is, doesn't resonate with you or doesn't feel good, then okay, what can I do to make myself feel better? What can I do in this moment to go inward? Maybe I can focus on, a breathing technique, bring myself back into the present moment. Maybe I can practice compassion. Maybe I can just think about something playful in my mind. When we're in our normal circumstances, our normal environment, it just helps us to bring up the same thoughts, the same emotions, the same expectations, the same reality, right? The same identity. It just reaffirms our identity. And so by distancing yourself from your environment a little bit more, again, you don't have to not work, but okay, maybe I'm not going to watch TV. I'm not going to go on social media, because all of that stuff you don't realize is calibrating and changing your energy. You're looking at something, and if you have any kind of emotion, that's affecting your energy, right? And social media can be positive, but it can be really toxic too, in that we, compare, or we're just mindlessly scrolling, and we're not actually doing something that would better ourselves, our happiness, or our lives. And so, okay, I'm going to read more positive, good feeling books. I'm going to focus on my passions. I'm going to dedicate 20 or 30 minutes a day to doing something I actually love doing or I'm interested in. I'm going to meditate, because when I meditate, I truly detach from the current reality. I detach from my limited identity. I detach from the people, relationships, places, environments around me. I detach from my environment. So that way you can go more inward. You can have time to raise your vibration, to calibrate your energy. I'm going to only watch things that uplift me, or listen to people who I actually want to be like. So other happy people. So, because you could be listening to, successful people, but if they're not happy or they don't have the same morals and values as you do or you want to, then do you really want to listen to them? So I'm going to pay attention to people I want to be like, happy people, better feeling things. I'm going to do my best not to complain and just find whatever I can to appreciate or to be grateful for. What this is basically a cleanse. It's a cleanse of your current reality. So the things that mostly remind you of who you are and what you don't have, and things like that. Like even your relationships. Okay, I'm going to spend time with these people I love and make the most of that. But I'm also going to cancel anything that I don't want to do. I'm going to put myself first. I'm not going to attend social gatherings. Okay, because unless that really, really uplifts you, to me it doesn't. So that's why I'm saying. But if that really makes you happy. But I'm just because when you're around other people, you take on their energy. You don't realize it. And that's why you feel so drained sometimes after you hang out with people or a gathering or something. And so we just want to allow ourselves to come into our own connection with ourselves and with our inner being. And it is far easier to do that, or to begin to really get that strong connection when you're apart from other people. Then once it's strong within you, you can go out and socialize and be around other people and be that light that just uplifts everyone else. But for now, okay, I'm going to cancel anything I don't really want to do, I don't resonate with. I'm going to focus on me, my happiness, my priorities, what I want to do, what's going to make me feel better. Maybe I'm going to treat myself. Maybe I'm going to get a massage. Maybe I am going to spend more time outside, less time inside. Noticing any little things that remind me of my limited self, the person I am not. That's not who I truly am. And focusing more on anything that uplifts me or soothes me or relaxes me, and just a cleanse. Just an absolute cleanse to the best of my ability, of what I can, cancel on, and, maybe there's things that you absolutely have to do. And if you do them, you're going to make the most of it. Okay. You're going to show up as the new version of yourself. But basically, if you're just doing this and you're taking this time, maybe you're focusing more on success stories, you're listening to more teachers, more videos like this one, but also like Abraham Hicks and Joe Dispenza, and just kind of like saturating yourself with good feels, like on law of attraction, on manifesting, on the things that you're wanting in a positive way, but also just on things that light you up, things that excite you. Like, I get really excited about Lego. Yeah. And so that's something that I go to feel really good about, right? So anything that just makes you like, ooh, okay, or relaxes you, right? Or brings you relief, but just a cleanse of energy. So basically removing yourself to the best of your ability from anything that you notice makes you feel less than. Anything that lowers your energy or your vibration. So just kind of block out a lot of things and go inward. Focus on the connection and the relationship with you and with the universe. And just like do more things that, hit here, like speak to your soul, right? Connect. And by day 3 or 4, you will start to see physical evidence if you actually do this. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, if it helped you, let me know by commenting down below, and let me know if you're going to apply it and how you go. If you like this video, give it a thumbs up and subscribe if you haven't already. To work with me, that information's in the description box below. Have a beautiful day, and I'll see you on the next one.